Hi all. In this video, let's discuss some of the interesting points in JavaScript. So these are the points I will be covering one by one. So moreover, if you have any other questions or other queries or clarifications needed, please comment in the video below the video. So I will try to do a video on that in the next upcoming videos. So let's jump in. So coming to the sort function. So what does the sort function exactly does? So we have a uh, array and I have given a few values and I'm applying the sort function on this array. So now what I will get? I will get the array, the output as in this in an sorted array. So the by default it would be in ascending order. So I will be getting the output array in an ascending order. Like December, D will be the first, and F, J, and M. So in this order, I will be getting the output when we apply sort function to a methods array. Fine, that's fine. It works properly fine. So when I give numbers, I have other another array and I'm giving some numbers like 134, 21, and 1 lakh. So in this way, if I give and if I apply sort function on these numbers, we may think the order would be as it is in by default ascending order. The order would be like 1 and 4, 21, 30, and 1 lakh. So we may think the order would be expected result would be in this way. But unfortunately, the output will be in this format. So 1 lakh, 21, 34. The reason behind this is the sort function which we are using here will convert the values into strings. It will automatically convert the values into strings and then it will compare. So that's the reason for getting this ambiguity output. So whenever you are trying to use the sort function, for the numbers. Please remember this. This sort function will convert these numbers into strings initially and then it will compare the values. In order to use the sort function for the numbers, you need to use this approach. You need to take a number and sort function and write one function inside this sort function in which you need to return back a minus b like this. What does this a minus b does? So if the a and b are the first two numbers, it will take the iterations, each and every iteration it will increment and it will pick two numbers and it will search, and if the a minus b, if the a minus b result is greater than 0, then it will sort. Then it will put the b number before a and it will sort the array. If a minus b is less than 0 or equal to 0, then it will not change the numbers. In this way we can sort the array. So hope you understand this. So coming to the next point, so we need to understand this plus operator, how this works in JavaScript. So if you give two numbers on the left side and the right side, if you give both are the numbers, then this plus addition operator behaves as an addition. So it understands it needs to do addition. So that's the reason we are getting 3 as a output. So whereas if I give two strings here, I have one string here and another string here. So if you give two strings like this, left hand and right hand two strings, then this plus symbol works in a concatenation mode. So it will work as a concatenation mode and it will concatenate both. So in the same way, if there is one number and one string, so it will concatenate. And the plus symbol works as a concatenation. If there is left side string and a number, then also it will be concatenated. Okay, fine. We got this base understanding. So now let's discuss this one. So we have this. So here initially, let's decouple this. So we have 1 plus, let's decouple this. We have 1 plus 2. So initially, both are the numbers. So what we need to do? We need to do addition. So we will be getting like this. Hello. So we have this. Hello. Fine. And also one array. Array will be like this. So fine. The next step, what will happen? So 3 plus string. So now this plus acts as a concatenation. So what happens? It returns a string 3 and hello. Fine. Now what happens to this array? So usually array don't know what to do with this plus operator. So we have a string here and plus another array here. So what is this plus operator does? It does concatenation. To do the concatenation, it will convert this array into the string. So what happens here? So we do this hello plus it will convert this array into string because it needs to concatenate. As this is not a number, so it can't add. So as it is not a string, it can't concatenate. So it will convert this array into string. So now it appears like this. It will be like this. So now if you concatenate this, what happens here? It will appear like this. The final output would be in this way. So that's the reason when we get any input like this, we'll be getting the output like this. Hope you understand. So the only thing here you need to understand is anytime if you do a plus operator to any of the array functionalities, then this array would be converted into a string. So that's the reason for this also. Wantedly have kept one another one. So 1 1 3 4, there are two array plus. I'm doing in some plus operator and another array. So here what does this JavaScript does? It will try to convert this array into a string plus this array into a string. So we have this. In the next step, it will concatenate because there are two strings. So it can straight away concatenate. What does it happen when it concatenates? Here it becomes 2 3. There is no comma or anything right in between them. So it becomes 2 3. So that's the reason the output is 1 2 3 comma 4. Okay, fine. Hope you understand this point as well. So coming to the next point, an array with no keys is a falsy value. What does it mean? Let's understand the falsy values in the JavaScript. So below mentioned are the falsy values in JavaScript like zero, null, undefined, false, not a number, and empty string. All these are considered as a falsy values in JavaScript. Fine. So let's consider these things now. So the point which we are discussing is an array with no keys is a falsy. So now I will take an empty array. So this is an empty array. We don't have any key here. So now empty array here, it results into true when it is given in a function or any condition. If I say if empty array, so now empty array in sense open brace and close brace, it evaluates into true, it results into true. This function if block will be executed. This is considered as a true. So that's the reason this empty brace is not under the list of falsy values because it is evaluated to the true when you are given in the if function. Means it is not a falsy value, of course. So that's the reason it is not mentioned in the falsy list. And now if you mention that in any of the conditions, it will evaluate to the true value. Fine. When that true value, when that empty string is empty string, or we can call it an array with no keys, with that empty array, if you check a boolean condition, this results into true. So that's the important interesting point we need to understand. This is an empty, we thought of this is not a falsy value, but when you compare that with a false, it results into the true. It means here if you do a normal double equals to, it results into the true. When if you do a straight equals to equals, then it results into the false. So this is the point I'm trying to explain you with this small example. So hope you understand the video, and please mention the any of the questions or clarifications you need under the comments. So in the next videos I will try to address those issues. Thanks for watching.